So I'm recently practicing some watercoloring techniques. So I just laid down some washes and I added a little bit of salt. So you can see there's a little bit of salt running through, almost creating this patterny texture. And then after the background's dried, I thought about making something come out of it. So I thought, let me just paint an owl. So I had a reference of an owl I'm using, and I started to just build up the paint directly, start to draw out the owl, and it actually looks really good. I'm actually really happy with how it looks actually. Cool. I'm trying to add dark parts. I'm trying to focus on the owl's head because that's the main focus. I should have leaving this part now. I'm going to leave all these texture and detail. I'm going to work on, and then I'm going to work on this one. So yeah, there you go. You can see that I added a bit more darker hues, such as the blue, so that hopefully when it's all dry, it'll start to look really nice. It's actually looking really cool. So I'm going to just add some scribbles. I like adding scribbles to my images. Just dab it a little bit. Just be creative. How you... It's almost like sketching, but with watercolors. You can actually merge it together. Actually, let me add some red. I'm gonna add some red. You know what? I'm gonna add some darker tones just behind it. Yeah. So you start to get into the mode of painting a little bit. You start to get into a little bit more. You start to really build up the character of the owl. It's funny that it's so simple, but yet it's really hard to. I mean, when I normally try to paint things from just out of nowhere, it's really difficult for me because I sort of need a direction of where should I start placing the, for example, where should I start placing the owl? So I start to look at my reference and I thought, oh yeah, I could place it there because it suits the texture in the background as the fur. Actually looking really great. I love that all that. I do a lot of scribbles in my work. I should continue and even merge it a little bit. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna just incinerate. I'm gonna drag on that. Why not? You know what? It actually handled this paper, which is machine made, really handles watercolor well. I think because I'm starting to be clever with how I place the colors and not to attack it too heavily. Like for example, like normally people just directly paint it, but still allow the paint to dry, let the paper to settle, so that you got a better chance of creating more better washes like these tones in here. Like this is quite nice. I like that effect. It's all about effects. I think that's why I like watercolors. I'm just going to add some more, and then I'm going to extend it a little bit. Yeah, it's looking nice. So it's a very good little experiment I'm doing. It's a very nice experiment. You can actually do this. Just apply water first and add some salt. Obviously paint then salt, and then let it dry, let's see how it goes, and then pick a subject that you feel that you can create out. Yeah, so I added more highlights. I used white acrylic ink. Very good for, you know, adding, you know, what highlights to the end or during. Like you can actually combine acrylic with watercolors. Actually looks really nice together. As you can see, also added a bit of ink to the scribbles and, and stuff like that, just to see how it will look really. I think it looks really nice. I think it looks really dynamic. You can see it. When you see more uplifted, it looks really dynamic, this painting. Yeah, it looks really cool. I'm really proud of it actually. This would be a great card or something like that. It's very nice.